Welcome back to TechRadar, I'm Matt Phillips, and iOS 14 is finally officially here. We've got widgets, we've got the app library, which no matter how hard I try, muscle memory will still never allow me to use. But also some users have been reporting some issues. Broken Wi-Fi, poor battery life, and spontaneous resetting settings are plaguing iPhone users. But luckily, Apple iOS 14.0.1 update fixes most of these issues. Issues with iOS 14 isn't exactly new to us, we've been dealing with this since the beta launched. And while some bugs have been solved, a few nasty ones persist. Most issues are more annoying than severe, like constantly disconnecting Wi-Fi. But whether your issues are catastrophic or minor, we should have a fix for you. First up, are you struggling to get iOS 14 onto your iPhone in the first place? This is most likely because your iPhone is too old to be compatible with iOS 14. If you're currently rocking an iPhone 6 or older, then you won't be able to download iOS 14 and it might be time to consider an upgrade. But if you have an iPhone 6s or newer and you still can't get the update to work, make sure you have enough battery and space on your phone. Then head to Settings, General, and then Software Update while you're connected to Wi-Fi, and this should prompt your phone to find the latest software and offer you the install. Next up, and probably the reason that you're here, are the widespread battery issues that iOS 14 are causing. While it's unclear if iOS 14 in particular has caused iPhones to experience more rapid battery loss, this issue regularly happens to some users when they install the new version of the iOS. When upgrading to the new version of the operating system, iPhones are re-indexing their files and apps so they can find them faster and more efficiently. In other words, the battery drain may be temporary until your iPhone gets used to the new update. There are other things to look out for if battery loss continues, namely checking if it's lost capacity over time. Head to Settings, Battery Health, to check whether your battery has deteriorated. If so, or if you want to extend the battery life generally, there are plenty of Apple recommended ways to do so, like turning off auto brightness on your screen and manually keeping it at a low setting. You can also turn off apps refreshing in the background and switch off location services within apps. Lastly, you can easily switch off several of these features by just switching to low power mode. Some users have reported this issue sorting itself out after restarting their phones and devices attached to their phones, like Apple Watches. So it might be worth giving all of your iOS devices a quick restart before investing in a heavy power bank. Before restarting though, you should probably back up all of your devices to the iCloud, just to be safe. iOS 14 widgets are the star of this iPhone update, yet you may find it difficult to add or edit widgets. That's certainly a major iOS 14 problem if you ask us. While we won't consider this fully solved until Apple issues an update to fix the known issue with widgets, we have found a quick fix to tide you over. If you open the app and play around with it first, then close it, you may find that it appears within the widget list after hitting the plus icon. One of the big perks of iOS 14 update is that you can now play videos in a small rectangular corner window when you exit the video app. It's called Picture-in-Picture, and apps like FaceTime and Netflix can use it. Picture-in-Picture does work with YouTube as well in iOS 14, but problems arise if you aren't logged into your YouTube Red account. The same applies for 4K videos on your iPhone. The iOS 14 features won't work on this specific app unless you're a paid subscriber. Plenty of users have complained on social media and forums about losing Wi-Fi after upgrading to iOS 14. Some have pointed out that their connection drops when they lock their phone screen and put their phone into sleep mode. Apple certainly realized this as a serious issue of iOS 14, and the iOS 14.0.1 update should fix this issue. That iOS 14.0.1 update automatically fixes a few issues users have been experiencing, so if you've had your new default mail and browser apps reverting back to factory settings, your news widgets are appearing blank, or your iPhone 7 camera viewfinder is showing a black screen, then update to the latest version of the software and it should fix your issues. Finally, if you're getting an error message when you open certain apps saying that your phone is jailbroken, then don't worry. This issue happened to a lot of users during the beta period, including myself. Certain apps that have high levels of security, like financial and banking apps, won't recognize the beta software as official Apple software and will shut themselves down. All you need to do to fix this is firstly make sure you're on the latest version of iOS 14, and then be a little patient. Companies just need time to update their apps to catch up with Apple. Thanks for watching, and let me know in the comments down below how your experience has been with iOS 14. Do you enjoy it? Are you using widgets? Are you using the app library? I'm really curious to find out what you guys think of it. If you liked this video, found it helpful at all, please do drop a like, it helps us out loads, and consider subscribing on YouTube so you don't miss any of our future TechRadar content. And finally, all that's left to say is remember to head over to techradar.com for all the latest tech news and reviews.